This is Brian, and welcome to this commentary playthrough of Final Fantasy X. I am going to be playing the PS2 version, but the international one, which had a few extra things from the North American release. Because I think this is a pretty good game overall, and I like the extra content they added into this one. So I try to stick to more of the original versions of these games if I can, but I think it's worth doing this because this was also basically original. It's just, for some reason, I think this one probably came out slightly after the North American one. I don't know if that's the reason why they didn't have that content in or not. But we'll find out more of that as we go. I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. Sometimes I'll show these scenes, but we kind of see this again, so I won't talk over it as we get into it. But yeah, here we go. I do intend to do basically a 100% playthrough of this. I'm pretty familiar with this game. Played through it several times, and I've done everything in it. There are a few of the mini games, side quests that are fairly difficult to do. One in particular for me that I really have a pain in the butt trying to do it, but I'm going to try to get it done here this time through. Those of you who are familiar with the game probably know which one I'm talking about. There are a couple that people don't like. A few of them, though, have tricks that you can use to make them a little easier. There's one of them, though, that I just, yeah, gets to me. But, oh, sorry, I talked too long. Okay, yeah. Instead of just completely leveling up, you do a sphere grid in this game for your stat gains and ability gains and all that stuff. You still get levels, but you just get sphere levels, and then you use those levels to gain abilities and stats. You get standard and expert. I think I've always just gone with standard, but I am familiar enough with the game and I know how it works, so I think I'll try expert this time. I don't know if I've ever actually done a full game with expert. And yeah, you can't switch it, but that's fine. Once again, great music, as in with most, if not all, Final Fantasy games. And this is the scene that we kind of saw play if you let the credits roll in the beginning.
listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
And yes, the first Final Fantasy game with voice acting. At least in the mainline series. I guess not 100% sure if there are any spin-offs that came before this one that had voice acting, but I don't think so. That doesn't mean it's completely voice acted, though. There'll still be several lines of dialogue that I'll have to read for you, so not going to completely miss out on me. And yeah, that scene kind of drew out quite a while, it seems like, but I think they're just trying to set up the world. You see those characters there, you don't know who they are or where they're at. And now it's kind of like we're going to go back and find out how they got to where they were. But here's the main guy that we saw talking to us in the beginning. And I have control now. First of all, can I menu yet? No, I don't think I can. Two main interactions you can do here. You got the kids or you got the young ladies. I think he would go for the ladies first.
Can I have your autograph?
Of course.
And yeah, you do get to name him, so they never actually say his name in the game because, well, you can change it. I know it's confirmed to be pronounced Titus because it has been said in other games after this. But at the time when this came out, they didn't say it. And I always thought along, and I know I'm not the only one, I always thought it would have been Titus. So that's what I'll refer to him as.
Nothing to worry about. Oh, if I score a goal, I'll, do this. That will mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
He's blocking the front row! Fifth from the right!
Got it.
Also, since I haven't been used to playing games with voice acting, I'll try my best not to ever talk over a dialogue there, but...
Thank you for the autograph! Thank you for the autograph!
Yeah, just wanted to make sure I exhaust dialogue.
Can you sign this?
No prob.
Please?
Alrighty.
Me too!
Take it easy.
Thanks for the autograph. Your floating house, it's cool. Hey, show me how to play. I want to be a blitzer too. I want to be a blitzer too. Get lots of goals, okay?
Yeah, so...
Can I see inside next time?
He is famous for being a sports player.
Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3. Teach us how to blitz!
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us something.
Maybe tonight, well...
You can't tonight.
I mean, tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
And who's the little guy in the back that told him he can't tonight? And why is Titus listening to him? But yeah, here's the city, more of it. Pretty big place. We'll find out more about that guy.
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, Jack, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jack all night. My dad and I never talked so much. Whoa, didn't mean to reminisce, folks. Anyway, 10 years later, the Jack Memorial Cup tournament is today. The two teams that have won through to the finals are, of course, the Abes from A East and the Duggles from C South. I know there's a lot of people out there today to see the star of the Abes. In just 1 year, he's become the team's #1 player. He's Jack's blood and the new hope of Blitzball. What kind of super play will he show us today? Will we see his father's legendary shot? I don't think I'm the only one excited here, folks.
Yeah, so I just wanted to let all the announcers' dialogue play there. So, yeah, the guy on the building is Jacked. And he's a famous blitzball player, or he was. This is his memorial tournament, so sounds like he's not around anymore. You can also talk to the people, though. These guys aren't going to be voice acted, though. It's going to be a killer game tonight. I know it. Tonight's game is going to be one for the history books. Also, I think we'll have 2 lines of dialogue. You'd better hurry. The game can't start without you. Show us your moves out there, man. Man, tickets for tonight's game cost an arm and a leg. Tickets were all sold out. I hope someone's got some extra. Hurry up, the game's about to start. We're counting on you, Ace. Yeah, and if you talk to this girl in pink again who was worried about tickets, can't you give me a ticket? I want to see the game up close. Say sure thing. Really? You're the greatest. How can I repay you? Here, have this. And you can actually get 2 potions from her. It's the only items you can get here, I think, though. But you'd better win tonight or I'll deck you one. Ow. Well, that's not very nice. I want to play for your team when I grow up, Titus. They say you've got some tricks even your old man couldn't do. Dinner's on me if you win. I even saved a table for you. Well, well, if it isn't Jax Jr. With the look on your face, you'd think you already won. Whoa, I got the shivers. Maybe I'm coming down with something. You feel cold? Nah, maybe it's just me. Never mind. Yeah, normally I wouldn't always spend time talking to everybody, and I'm not going to do that the whole game. And there aren't always going to be this many people around, so don't worry about it. It's not going to be like it's all just dialogue here. Careful, the Xanark and Duggles mean business tonight. I hear the Xanark and Duggles play dirty. Hey, Mr. Star Player of the Abes, do your stuff out there tonight. Their defense won't know what hit them. Got some kids over here. Good luck, Titus. Come on, you're gonna be late. Hurry, hurry. Xanark and Abes rule. My mom's a big fan of yours, too. She said to invite you to dinner. Hit him with the jack shot, okay? Your dad was the best, Titus. I wish I had a dad like yours. We'll find out more about Titus's feelings on that later. I don't feel so good, like I'm on a roller coaster going down. Maybe all this excitement's gotten to me. All the Xanarkans watching now, so put on a show for them. Show them what Blitzball's all about. And we're almost done. The Xanarkan Abes are counting on you. Don't let them down. You better hurry, or are you just trying to warm up the crowd? I'm sure you'll be the star player this year. You are Jack's son, after all. Did I menu you that? No, I don't think it's letting me. It doesn't look like. Yeah, you didn't even have to listen to all of the dialogue if you didn't want to, and you didn't have to stop and talk to anybody. You could get through this pretty quickly.
Make way, make way! Coming through, sorry.
And you can't talk to anybody here. You just have to
Hey, I'm gonna be late.
fight your way through the crowd, and he'll make a few comments.
Let go of me.
And now we'll find out what Blitzball's all about. Or at least a little bit about it. This guy's just all badass walking around up here. That's kind of like underwater soccer. Of course, you're not playing with your feet, but that's kind of the best thing I can think of to relate it to. How he jumped to the point that he was able to grab onto that, but I always thought that was a great opening here with the music and the scene. All hell's breaking loose in Xanarkand. And of course he survives the fall. Can I talk to these people?
Orin! What are you doing here?
I was waiting for it.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. I don't think I can talk to any of these people, doesn't look like. And yeah, we find out that's Orin. Titus knows him. Although he seems surprised to see him. Yeah, it's like everything's frozen.
It begins.
What?
Don't cry.
What the? Hey, wait! Hey, not this way!
Look. We called it sin.
Sin?
At least Titus is kind of in the same boat we are at the beginning. He doesn't know what's going on.
Take it. A gift from Jack.
My old man?
I hope you know how to use it.
Alright. And our first battle.
These ones don't matter. We cut through.
Not really too much we can do yet at this point. We can use potions or Phoenix Downs, which we come with, and we can just attack. Interesting, though, you do have the... I know the right word for it. The gauge on the right-hand side that tells you the turn order. So you can kind of pick which enemies you want to attack based on that, because you know which one's going to get to go next. In this case, they're all going to get to go after Titus before Orin gets to go, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, well, I guess since we're cutting through, it did matter because we just move on. Normally, though, that wouldn't happen. You'd still have to deal with all the enemies in the screen. This is kind of a special case just to get you used to the combat.
Don't bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
Cut and run. You don't really have to worry about selecting them here, I guess. You can just auto-attack, basically. Alright, we got some more of those little enemies, but we got a bigger guy here too. Comes right in with the demi.
Get out of my town!
Some can't wait to die.
Overdrives. The character's overdrive gauge beneath the HP/MP display is full. That character may use a special technique or a special unique attack once. Press left in the command window to use an overdrive. Yeah, so if I do that, Oran's is Bushido, and Dragon Fang is the only one he has so far, and it damages all enemies. Basically, it's just hitting the right button combination in time is what you need to do for his. So that leaves us with just the monster A here, the big guy, since spawn Abes. Abes? Yeah, however you pronounce it. Meant to be a first kind of mini boss, I guess. And we can check out Titus's overdrive here. He has spiral cut. His thing is you gotta hit the button in the middle there and stop the meter. It'll still do damage if you don't hit it, but it does more if you actually can stop it in the middle. I'm pretty sure all this guy does is demi. That's all he'll use. So even if your HP gets low, you don't really have to worry about using potions or anything, because it's a gravity-based attack, so it'll never actually take you down to 0. At least as far as I know, you're safe to just keep going without healing here. I suppose if I just took turns and just defended or something, I could test that theory, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to fight through until he's done. There he goes. I wouldn't consider this to be one of the tougher Final Fantasy games. It has its moments. And maybe it's just because I've gotten so used to it and I know what to expect from a lot of the guys, but that doesn't mean I won't get a game over here and there necessarily, because I'm going to try not to level up too much. The big difference though in this international version is that some of the end game, like optional super bosses and type of stuff, they can be pretty tough. So, and yes, this is your save sphere. It'll also fully restore your party's HP and MP just by touching it. So that's pretty nice. I'm not too worried about saving there yet. Let's just head on.
What are you laughing at, old man? Lauren, let's get out of here.
We're expected.
Huh? Give me a break, man.
Yeah, so Jack is Titus's old man, and the way he talks, he doesn't sound like he's that fond of him. He's got a bunch of these guys here again. Start out with, we don't really have too many options. Go ahead and attack him. But that will start to happen. And they're going to do a special attack on their next turn after their wings start to flicker like that. So But basically in your best interest to try and take them out once you're doing that. Although, as you can see, new ones keep coming in to replace the ones we've taken out.
This could be bad. That! Knock it down!
What?
Trust me, you'll see.
Well, since I know Titus gets to go next, I'll go ahead and use his turn to just hit this thing. And then I'll have Titus take out the one whose wings are flickering. I suppose I better take that guy out, since it's his turn next. It's not like it'd be the end of the world if I did let them hit me once their wings started flickering. They still wouldn't take me out or anything like that. And, you know, might just be beneficial to just do enough damage to this thing as quickly as possible. Yeah, there's their attack if you let them go. So it did 78. It's not that bad. And that was our goal. That was Orin's plan, I guess, was to crush all the enemies.
Go.
Hell of a jump.
Sure. This is it. This is your story.
Yeah, so that's sin that is sucking everything in, it seems like.
It all begins here.
I don't really know what the heck just happened, right?
Hey. Hey!
My old man?
Yeah, so we're just swimming here, it seems like. In a sunken Xanarkand, maybe? And it wants us to go down, so just hold the button until it lets you descend far enough. And I think I gotta go this way. Yeah, there's Jacked.
I thought about a lot of things. Like where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy. I think I had a dream. a dream of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone, beside me, so I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
Anybody there? Aaron! Hey!
Yeah, so he wakes up here. Where are we? Looks like some ruins. He's in the water. I think that's actually going to be a pretty good place to go ahead and call it for the first part here, though. But we'll go ahead and end it here, and we'll pick up tomorrow and find out where he's at, where he needs to go. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first part. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you would hit the like button and leave a comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Anyway, we'll catch you next time.